Hello everyone. So I just wanted to make a quick video to capture the acoustics in my home right now. The frequency just amplified to an extremely high level because there's a certain someone in Washington, D.C. at 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue that just accessed me. So the frequency and the amplification in my private domain just went up exponentially, audibly. And it was very disruptive to my spirit and what I was doing in the moment. So I wanted to stop and honor what was happening in my private space if I'm important enough for this individual that resides at 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue to access me remotely in my private space to see what it is that I'm doing or speaking or reading. Then it's important enough for you to know that. So I'm sharing my environment and the auditory amplification of my environment so that you can experience what I experience. And also just to, get it on the, eternal record that I was violently assaulted today during my sleep. I guess you could call it, and well, in this case, yes, it was violent. Anytime you access someone's physical body remotely to disrupt their bodily functions in any capacity, mind, body, or spirit, it is a violent attack. So that's what I endured today during my sleep cycle. It was very disrupted to a very extreme level. So when that happens, I will often get my phone, do a series of spiritually protective activations to let the universe and the creator of the universe and Jesus Christ to know what is happening and that I need immediate and emergency intervention, and that there are individuals on the other side of me that are intentionally doing me harm. This was a very disgusting attack to where I'm going to actually talk about what happens when this certain technology is utilized by these people to try to overlay your body. Just the words themselves should strike you as demonic activity, because that's what these people are when they attempt to overlay themselves. And our bodies, in response to such stimuli, responds in a manner that is obviously rejects their attempts to make contact with our physical bodies and our internal organs. So I underwent a series of torture today while I slept, to a degree that has been more severe in many cases than what I've experienced in the past. And I have a theory on why that is the case, but I just wanted it to go on the record that there are domestic terrorists that are operating in the United States with technology as their weapon to not only do physical harm, but to violate individuals' minds and bodies and spirits as a whole. And it's really very severe. And I don't know. I do know, actually. I'm not saying everything that I could say right now because there are some other things that I would like to share with you in terms of this secret society, this satanic technology that is used not just to violate people's lives, but to actually physically connect with their physical bodies and to intercept their individual autonomy, and to intercept that activity that emits from our physical bodies. So it's just very, very disturbing. And I wanted to, again, stop and acknowledge what was occurring in my private domain. I mean, at this point, it's really important for people to go ahead and just accept the fact that the highest people, if you want to call them the highest, they're actually the lowest individuals in the United States, have an interest in assaulting me because of my relationship with God. And you know, I'm a private person, but this has gotten to be where my audience are people that are face fronting with you every single day. You're interacting with them and receiving their actions and their placement in the nation. So you should understand that I'm a very large part of what it is that they are doing, and what they're doing to violate me and why they're violating me, which is part of their Antichrist agenda, is to persecute God's people for no reason other than to uphold a system of allegiance and, quite honestly, prophecy for them to attack God's people. And they're doing so with a higher agenda that I will discuss, later at some point. But I do believe that there are individuals that understand that they have had a connection with a system of terror, those that are technocrats that are quickly exiting their positions and their connections with the companies that enable this war on American citizens, this privatized war, this domestic terrorism activity where they operate clandestine, covert operations to violate people's lives and their bodies, and doing so in the most vile way that you can imagine. And we've arrived at that point, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I love everyone, and thank